Okay, imagine this for a moment. You're breathing in that crisp mountain air. It's sharp, really invigorating.
Yeah, and you hear that engine rumble beneath you, feel that power.
Exactly. And before your eyes, these landscapes, I mean, they're just so grand, almost unreal. Towering peaks, deep valleys, winding roads.
Hmm.
This deep dive, it's all about unlocking that ultimate adventure. Motorbiking through the Himalayas.
And our mission today, it's really to sift through, a whole bunch of sources on these amazing Himalayan motorbike journeys. We're looking at the famous ones, the iconic routes, but also some hidden gems.
Right.
And we want to pull out the essential knowledge for you, not just the highlights, the thrills, the challenges, but really get to the why. Why is this such a bucket list trip for any rider?
Yeah, understanding what makes it tick.
Exactly. It's about what you'll feel, what you'll learn out there, not just what you see.
Okay, that really sets the scene. So consider this your shortcut, to getting instantly up to speed on this whole captivating topic. No need for you to wade through dozens of articles. We've kind of done the distillation part. So yeah, get ready for some genuinely surprising facts, some insights. Might have you dreaming of those open roads and peaks tonight.
Let's get into it.
So let's dive right into that core appeal. Riding a motorbike through the Himalayas, the sources consistently call it the ultimate experience.
They really do.
And what makes it so profound, I think it's that unique mix, isn't it? The super high altitude roads, the scenery that just keeps changing and blowing your mind.
Constantly, yeah.
And of course, the sheer thrill of navigating some, well, pretty challenging terrain. It's like a full sensory overload in a good way.
And I think a key point here is that a Himalayan motorbike tour really does earn its spot on every rider's bucket list. It's not just hype.
Right.
What really sets it apart, I think, beyond the views, is that deep sense of isolation you feel sometimes, and self-reliance. You're constantly adapting, river crossings, roads suddenly turning rough.
Yeah.
It forces you to be incredibly present.
Ah, okay. So it's a mental challenge, too.
Totally. That's the real insight from the sources. It's a journey into yourself just as much as through the mountains.
Yeah.
And places like Ladakh and Spiti, they really embody this. They're seen as these really rewarding destinations for adventurers seeking exactly that blend of challenge and, well, introspection.
Okay, so talking about those premier spots, Ladakh comes up immediately. The land of high passes. And the sources confirm, yeah, it's definitely the most popular place for motorcyclists wanting to ride over the Himalayas. Known for, well, demanding terrain, those super high passes, and landscapes that just feel surreal, otherworldly almost.
And building on that, what makes Ladakh so iconic isn't just the altitude, it's the sheer variety of its key routes. Let's start with the big one, the one everyone dreams of, Anali to Leh.
Right, the classic.
The absolute classic. It's 479 kilometers.
Yeah.
Takes you from these lush green valleys along rivers and then over some genuinely perilous mountain passes.
And these passes, they're essentially high mountain roads to cross between valleys, right? Often pretty rough.
Right. Exactly. And some of the highest motorable ones in the world. Specifically on this route, you hit the legendary Rotang Pass. That's at 3,978 meters.
Wow.
And then Baralachala, which is even higher at 4,890 meters.
Okay, that's serious altitude.
Oh, yeah. And Leh itself, the destination, it's just breathtakingly beautiful. Snow-capped peaks everywhere, these untouched, almost lunar-like landscapes.
Those altitudes sound intense. Are there other must-do routes in Ladakh?
Oh, absolutely. Then you've got the Ladakh Lake route. That's about 160 kilometers. A must-ride, really.
Pangong Lake, that's the famous blue one.
That's the one. Vivid turquoise waters, incredible scenery all around. Now, the route itself, it can be challenging, rough terrain, some unpaved sections.
Okay.
But the view of the lake at the end, totally worth every bump. Everyone says so.
I can imagine.
And for another incredible, slightly daring journey, there's Leh to Nubra Valley.
Nubra Valley, what's special there?
Well, first, getting there means crossing one of the world's highest motorable roads, the Kardungla Pass.
Kardungla. How high is that?
It's staggering. 5,359 meters.
Whoa. Okay, wait. 5,359 meters. That's higher than Everest Base Camp. What does that actually feel like? Riding at that altitude, how does it affect you or the bike?
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame. The air is incredibly thin up there. Less oxygen for you, less for the bike's engine, too.
Right.
So riders often talk about feeling breathless, maybe a bit lightheaded. Your bike might feel sluggish, less power.
Okay.
It really tests your physical endurance and your mental focus, too. It's like nothing else. A very stark reminder of how small you are next to these massive mountains.
That really puts it into perspective. So digging into the sources, what makes Ladakh so uniquely perfect for motorbiking? Something maybe beyond just the amazing views.
Well, beyond the obvious beauty, Ladakh really stands out as this unmatched adventure destination because of its remote monasteries, centuries old.
The history.
Yeah, exactly. And those high altitude challenges that really push your limits. But also, there's this incredible sense of peace you find in the vast open spaces.
Like a real escape.
Totally. A unique chance to properly escape the city buzz and connect with nature on a really fundamental level. And the sources mention how the high passes, the sometimes abandoned-looking roads, it gives this feeling that the whole area is kind of stuck in time.
Wow.
So it's a deep cultural and historical immersion, too, alongside the actual ride.
Okay, so if Ladakh is the sort of quintessential Himalayan proving ground, then Spiti Valley is like, it's equally captivating, but maybe more enigmatic sibling.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, it's described as a hidden gem, offers a similar kind of experience, but maybe with a more muted, eccentric personality, as one source put it.
Right, it gets overlooked sometimes for Leh, yeah. It's in Himachal Pradesh.
Exactly, situated in Himachal Pradesh. And it really feels like an unexplored paradise. It's known for these stark, almost bleak landscapes, ancient monasteries clinging to cliffs, and this raw, harsh mountain beauty that just grabs you.
So it has its own tough routes, too.
Oh, definitely. The revelation is that Spiti offers its own set of incredibly challenging and rewarding routes, often drawing a slightly different kind of adventurer, maybe someone looking for more solitude.
Okay.
The Manali to Kaza journey, for instance, is often called one of India's most beautiful and tough routes. It's about 202 kilometers, goes through rough mountains, some green valleys, and yes, it also crosses the Rohtang Pass.
So still a serious undertaking.
Absolutely. Definitely for the brave hearts, as they say. But when you finally roll into Kaza, the main town, you get these amazing views of snow-capped peaks and these quiet, welcoming villages.
Nice.
And along the way, you pass through these serene villages like Ki, Langza, and Khyber. You can explore ancient Buddhist monasteries. Some feel like they're suspended in time, and really interact with the locals.
And can you get into Spiti from another direction, not just Manali?
Yeah, there's another significant route, Shimla to Kaza. It's less traveled, but just as engaging. Longer, too, about 435 kilometers.
Okay.
This one takes you through dense forests initially, then transitions into high desert landscapes at altitude. You go through some really remote, unexplored parts of Himachal.
Sounds like a proper expedition.
It is. You should definitely expect a difficult ride. The roads are often twisted, narrow, and the weather can be really unstable. Landslides are a real risk.
Okay. Good to know.
But the payoff, those panoramic views of the Himalayas, they're just amazing. Gives you such a sense of scale.
Wow.
And for something shorter, maybe a bit more serene, there's the Kaza to Tabo Road, only 47 kilometers.
Oh, good.
It connects Kaza and Tabo, which has one of the oldest monasteries. It's relatively easy compared to the other big routes in Spiti, but the scenic beauty, still incredible. Ancient monasteries perched dramatically on hills, pristine landscapes. It's really awe-inspiring.
So we've heard about Ladakh's kind of raw adventure appeal. What makes Spiti Valley a must-visit, according to the sources? Does it offer something distinct?
I think the key distinction, and what makes Spiti special, is that it isn't yet overrun by tourists in the same way Ladakh can be sometimes.
Oh, okay. More solitude.
Exactly. That makes it ideal for riders who really crave that quiet, maybe a more introspective journey. It offers a truly raw Himalayan experience. You can explore these unique ancient monasteries. Some are literally carved into the rock face.
Wow.
Immerse yourself in a really vibrant Buddhist culture that feels very untouched and navigate these surreal landscapes. It feels like a much deeper, less commercialized immersion.
So it feels different.
Yeah, riding through Spiti, the sources say, it really feels like entering another world, where the road just leads you through this landscape shaped purely by nature, largely untouched by the modern world.
That distinction is really clear. Okay, so we've explored Ladakh and Spiti, the big names. But what about, getting truly off the beaten path? Are there other Himalayan secrets for riders?
Definitely. If we zoom out a bit, while Ladakh and Spiti are justly famous, our research definitely shows several lesser-known but equally captivating routes waiting out there. The adventure certainly doesn't end with those two.
Okay, great. Let's unpack some of those. What about the Kashmir Valley?
All right, the Kashmir Valley Circuit. This route takes riders through the, famously beautiful and serene Kashmir Valley.
Yeah, known for its beauty.
You typically start from Srinagar, the main city, and then explore places like Gulmarg, Pahalgam, Sonarmarg, riding through these incredibly lush green valleys with those iconic snow-capped peaks in the background.
What's the terrain like?
It's wonderfully diverse, actually. It shifts quite a bit, from lush meadows to proper alpine forests. So it offers a really varied and, well, picturesque experience. Less stark than Ladakh or Spiti, perhaps.
Okay. And then there's Uttarakhand.
Yes, Uttarakhand offers a stunning motorbiking experience, too, especially for those looking to explore the sort of quieter corners of the Himalayas. A specific route mentioned is Almora to Munsiri. This takes you on winding mountain roads through terraced fields carved into the hillsides, dense forests.
Sounds beautiful.
It is. And you get breathtaking views of the huge Nanda Devi and Trishul peaks. Really spectacular, and a different pace of discovery compared to the high-altitude deserts.
And finally, you mentioned Kinnaur as an underrated gem.
Yeah, Kinnaur. It's right on the Indo-Tibetan border region in Himachal Pradesh. The specific route highlighted goes to Chitkul.
Chitkul. What's significant there?
It's known as the last inhabited village near the Indo-Tibetan border. The ride there offers these dramatic views of the Satluj River carving through the valley and lots of lush apple orchards, which Kinnaur is famous for.
And it's less explored.
Significantly less explored, yes. It offers real solitude. So it's described as a perfect getaway if you're seeking both peace and that raw sense of adventure away from the main tourist trails.
Okay, this is all incredible stuff, but it also sounds like these journeys require serious preparation.
Absolutely. And that leads us perfectly to the next crucial bit. It really raises the question. With all these amazing but clearly challenging routes, how do you actually prepare? Physically, practically.
Oh, right.
Because the knowledge is great, but it's most valuable when you can actually apply it. Proper preparation is, well, non-negotiable for a Himalayan trip.
Okay, so what are the absolute must-know actionable tips for anyone listening who's now dreaming of doing this?
All right, let's break it down first. Bike choice.
Okay.
Now, the Royal Enfield, the 350cc or 500cc models, they're super popular, classic choice. They're rugged, simple, good, low-end torque for climbing.
The workhorse.
Yeah, exactly. But newer adventure bikes, like the Royal Enfield Himalayan itself or KTM adventure bikes, they're also mentioned as great options. Basically, you need something with good ground clearance, durable suspension for the rough stuff, and crucially, reliability when you're far from help.
Makes sense. What's next?
Second, permits. This is vital. You absolutely must carry all the necessary permits, especially if you're riding in border-sensitive areas like Ladakh, Spiti, or even Sikkim.
Right, bureaucratic hurdles.
Yeah. Skipping this can quickly turn your adventure into a major headache. Dealing with checkpoints and officials, don't risk it.
Okay. Bike permits. What about personal prep?
Third, gear up. Investing in good quality riding gear is just essential, not just for safety, but for comfort, too. We're talking proper all-weather jackets, good insulated gloves because it gets freezing cold, sturdy knee guards, and a high-quality helmet. You'll face extreme temperatures, wind, maybe rain or snow.
Yeah.
You need gear that can handle it all.
Right, protection from the elements and food.
Exactly. Fourth, fitness. High-altitude riding, it really demands good physical fitness, particularly your cardiovascular endurance.
Okay.
And acclimatization is key. Absolutely key. This is about avoiding altitude sickness, which could be really serious.
So how do you acclimatize properly?
It's not just about resting. It means ascending slowly, planning rest days at increasing altitude, staying super hydrated, and generally following the climb high, sleep low principle if possible.
Okay.
Ignoring acclimatization is probably the fastest way to ruin your trip or worse, end up needing medical help. You have to respect the altitude.
Got it. Fitness and acclimatization. Anything else crucial?
Yes, finally, fuel up. Petrol pumps or gas stations are incredibly scarce in many of these remote areas, like hundreds of kilometers between them sometimes.
That could be a problem.
A big problem. So always carry extra fuel. Jerry cans are essential, especially if you're heading into the really remote parts of Spiti or Zanskar. Better safe than stranded.
Definitely better safe than sorry there.
Absolutely. These tips are really the foundation for a safe and successful trip.
That's incredibly helpful, practical advice.
Good, because the real takeaway here, I think, is that whether you choose the high passes of Ladakh or the desolate beauty of Spiti or maybe one of those lesser-known roads, every single motorbike journey through the Himalayas promises something unforgettable.
Yeah.
Each route offers its own unique challenges, its own profound rewards. No two trips will ever be exactly the same, and you're guaranteed to come back with stories. Real adventure stories.
So, wrapping this up, what does all this mean for you, our listener?
Hmm.
It means you've got this incredible opportunity waiting, a chance to really test your riding skills, push your boundaries, while immersing yourself in some of the most truly breathtaking, mind-altering landscapes anywhere on Earth.
It really is a unique combination.
The Himalayan region, it's a true motorbiker's paradise. There's such a diverse range of terrain, from high deserts to lush valleys, the rich culture, that authentic sense of adventure. It just leaves you wanting more.
Definitely leaves a mark on you.
So the big question we want to leave you with is, which of these routes we've talked about is calling your name the loudest? And maybe, just maybe, what kind of epic adventure are you ready to embark on next?